When we speak about love, about finding, that only person feels like I were made just for you. We often rush straight into the idea of meeting them. We long for the encounter, the spark connection, but what we often overlook is the process God takes us through before that moment ever happens. The truth is, God prepares you before He prepares you. He works on you from the inside out, shaping your heart, refining your character, and aligning your spirit with His will before He brings another into it. You say, God is not is deliberating every detail. Just as a potter care fugge molts clay, e take form under pressure, and the God molds us through seasons of waiting, through trials, through victories, and through moments of deep surrender, allows us to grow into the version of ourselves that is real, just for love, but for a love that reflects His glory. He does not want to give you a soulmate or is only compatible. Who you are today, wants to give you some own destin who is compatible with Tini, y scale you to fulfill. Materialism, you must first be prepared. Preparation isn't always comfortable, it always feels like a blessing. It may look like a season of loneliness. Materialist, you are feel like every around is finding love and moving forward, you are standing still. It may green like arbreas that don't make sense at the time. But a moment of seeming stillness is actually a sacred time of development. Go is teaching you to stand on your own, or to rely on Him, or to find your identity in Jesus and in another person. Materialist. Because when you know you are in God, you will no longer settle for what is not meant for you. Many people want the free without the road. They want a blessing, they found that. But they go to give your soul mate before you are ready, meet Mishan Ledahi, meet idolize the person rather than love them in truth. You may project your insecurities, your past wounds, and your unialet places omeone was mere man to carry the weight. Well, late. So God in His mercy, wisely, wise until you are not looking for it to complete you, but rather somene to walk beside you in completeness. Madre Dios paciencia, grow your compassion. Allow you to learn forgiveness so that you hold on to bitterness in your future relationship. It teaches you faithfulness in the small things, because you cannot be faithful in your dignity, or can you be trusted to walk faithfully with someone else. A very spiritual discipline, every Latin in prayer, every morning spent in His word is not just your own benefit. It's preparation for the partnership pairing for. Think of Ruth in the Bible. She wasn't chasing both. She was faithful in the field. Materialist, gleaning there and staying loyal to what it goes out that, boas out that. And in God's perfect timing, brought them together. Materialist, Ruth didn't have to manipulate or strategize. She simply had to be faithful in her current season and go aligne their steps. In the same way, David was anointed king long before ever sat on the throne. There was a time of sapping arming. Four lions and bears in private before ever faced Goliath in public. And when the team came not only ready, it was chosen materially. Your journey towards your soul mate is no different. God is not only preparing them for, you are preparing your then. Not preparation also purifies your motives. When you're in the process of becoming who God created you to be, you begin to let go of your expectations. You stop looking for someone with whose trade loot, looks for the red status, and you start desiring someone with the red spirit. Someone who is in sync with God's will. That change doesn't come from worldly advice, it comes from intimacy with God. Materialism, euphemism, wondering why God is taking so long. Remember, you are in a season divine preparation. It's not punishment, it is a gift. Because when God prepares you, He is not really preparing you to meet someone. He's preparing you to love them well, serve them faithfully, and will submitting that will last beyond the moment, submitting eternal. In a world that thrives on instant gratification, waiting can feel like they are the Spartan journey, where it ought to chase toastly, to move quickly toward what we desire. And when that desire involves as love as mate, the urge to rush is even strong to God, timing. Timing is sacred when you are in a season of waiting. Matter is nothing not to be forgotten or overlooked. Your waiting season is not wasted, it is in the most significant parts of your story. God also is the best work in the quiet places. Material you feel unseen when the relationship you prayed for doesn't come. When every door seems closed, those moments aren't empty, they are full of divine activity. You might not say it, you might not feel it, Matter God is orchestrating things for your understanding. He's preparing the path, not just so you can walk on it, but so you can walk in step with His way. The waiting season is where trust is tested and where your fight is refined. During this time, God is not just working on the timing of your meeting, He's working on your maturity. Materialism is aligning your heart with His purpose, making sure that your desire for a soulmate doesn't come greater than your desire for Him. Because love, when it comes from God, is not something that distracts you from Him. It draws you closer. The waiting period is where you learn how to seek enough for Him, ways. It is where your worship becomes deeper. Not because you have everything you want, but because your learning that alone is enough. There are things you can only learn in the waiting. There are versions of you that can only be formed in the silence. Materialist, in the places where you are not performing or striving, but simply existing in God's presence. It's in the waiting that you discover how to be content with yourself, how to love yourself without it. Ma so validai, because if you don't value your own worth, you end up giving your heir to someone who does stay there. Why I think teaches you to guard your heart? No, I don't fear but of wisdom. Many gople treate in season and apomen, but in God's kingdom, waiting is purposeful, is active. It is ready. You build the spiritual muscle that to sustain a godly relationship. You learn patience and reading about it. By believing it, you develop discernment, bearing God more clearly. And that can only happen when distractions are stripped away. You gain insight about what kind of person truly lead your values. Not through trial and error, but through prayer and revelation. One who's preparing the moment is preparing you for the weight of that moment. Love is beautiful, but love is also responsibility. Loving someone achristliche, why require sacrifice, humility, forgiveness and graces, materialist, these qualities are not picked up overnight. They are cultivated in the day to die choices you when you wait. Choices to walk in purity, choices to keep showing in your only for materialist to be present with friends, family, choices to give God your best. Even when you are feels weary, you might look around and see others entering relationships, getting engaged, materialist, farting families, and wonder why your story hasn't unfolded yet, but what you don't say are the quiet battles they fought, the prayers they pray, or even the corners they may cord with. Your story is not latte. It's materialist. It's being written in precision. God knows what you never before you do, and then knows what your future partner is as well. So metimes de delay is not about you, is about them. Materialism, they might make their own season of growth, their own valley, their own refining fire. And when God brings you here, it will be stupeople aveva in sapet baisan, not scarreva impatience. So when you wait, no who's marked. E pende word in a love your kind here. Elas will the king of living a relationship to feel completo so that love comes. Materialido y tenances God is already in you, because God doesn't just want you to meet your sweat. He wants you to recognize them, and that recognition comes through spiritual maturity, which is often built in the quiet, unseen places of waiting. When we talk about the journey toward meeting your soulmate, we often think of divinity meaning compatibility and emotional connection. Materialism, one of the most overlooked in this journey is the obedience opens doors to divine encounters. God not only allows the fullness of His blessings through feelings or fleeting impulses, He allows through obedience. Malia, you align your steps with His word. When you surrender plans for His purpose, you begin to walk on parallel waiting are among those appointments. Often is the meeting with the one He has chosen for you. Obedience not always glamorous. It's not always makes sense to human understanding. Material que cliques in other relationships that fail in the moment, but pull you away from God's path. It might require you to break sickness doble. Peu comfort your flesh, but starve your spirit when God calls you to obey. It's not trying to withhold something from you. It's preparing to give you something far greater you could arrange for yourself is positioning you pruning and placing you in alignment with the next chapter of your life. Every step of obedience strengthens your spirit. When you strengthen, you choose to stay faithful to all standards for love, for purity, for integrity. You are building a foundation that can carry the weight of all relationship. You're not preparing for romance. You're preparing for covenant, and covenant requires maturity, strength. Mate willingness to say yes. Togo, even when your emotions say otherwise, that's where a divine encounter are born. In the moments when you choose over your own desires. There are stories in Scripture where obedience unlock life changing encounters. Think of Abraham servant in Genesis 24, sent to find a wife for Isaac. Heading God with a list of wives, will make a good partner for Isaac, e prayer dias fogos vidancio. And because he obeyed the instructions, he was given from Rebecca. Media incident, media immediate. It was a strategy in appointment orchestrated God, because Simeon was willing to obey, to move in faith, God on those in who walk obedience, when you chose to seek him first. Even in matters of the heart, you invite his far into your relationships. You may not always understand where is leading. Your way asking you to why. To walk away, or to move forward. But trust that every step of obedience is a say. I'm going to never forget I said, son in faith, and waters, and nurtures it, intime. Everything's for fruit in the form of doors. You ain't have to know one connection you didn't have to chase, and encounter you couldn't have planned. So metime the obedience calls you to whisper you. It will me untrusting, when faith, munans fade, when prayers or when the road looks unclear. But obedience is not about that. It's about saying, God, I don't know what I am, but I know you. And I believe that your plan is better than anything he could sing. That posture of surrender, what creates the atmosphere for divine encounters. It's where heaven touches earth, and where a teaming makes purpose, and where the hearts are aligned with the hand of God. When you obey, even in the smallest things, like choosing to forgive, staying pure, setting boundaries. Being honest about your struggles. You are clearing the path for submitting sacred of things. The enemy wants you to think obedience is restrictive, but in God's kingdom, obedience is freeing. It frees you from regret. It frees you from entanglement. It frees you from unnecessary anxieties. Frees you into a relationship that is not just good, but godly. Materialist, honest, carry the fragrance of heaven, because they were birthed in the soil of surrender. It's important to realize that obedience doesn't guarantee that you'll meet your soulmate tomorrow. Materialist. But it guarantees that when that moment comes, you'll be ready. You have the path that comes from knowing you didn't manipulate your way into a relationship. You follow God, you trust his voice. And that trust became the key that opened the red door at the retime. The beauty of a God ordained relationship isn't just, you met. We knowing every step, nothing in me. To that moment was guided by his hand because you chose to obey. In the search for love, and on him to meet God has chosen for you. It's as it was swept away by emotion, existing an event from world else the world around. You are the most powerful voice God confirms his wish. It shall not be truth, and certainly not God speaks through where not pressure. When something is truly from him, it carries a sense of sustenance in your spirit, even if the situation isn't perfect on the earth. That peace does come from your circumstances. It comes from the Holy Spirit, bearing witness with you. Many people find themselves entangled in relationships that began with excitement but quickly led to anxiety. There may be chemistry, there may attraction, there may even be spiritual language to justify the connection. But if you are constantly anxious, contained, may constantly feeling like you're forcing things to work, then that is not peace. And if it's not peace, it's not God. God's presence brings calm even in uncertainty. It doesn't mean there will be challenges or questions, but His peace is what sustains you in the middle of the unknown. Pressure often disguises itself as urgency. It takes you back. You don't act fast. You miss your chance. It says that your worth is tied to your relationship status or that team is running out. But whenever drives his children with fear or desperation, he layers them with wisdom and assurance. Mateboiseo, God doesn't push. He guides, He doesn't rush you into commitments that you're not ready. He doesn't guilt you into staying in a relationship out of obligation. He leads you gently. Material instantáneo always bring rest to your soul. When God is in submitting, He provides clarity. He may not show you every detail, but He gives you knowledge for the next. Péase como este compass. Matei los materiales da pois, which is the most consistent on it. It reminds you when emotions fluctuate. It stays when excitement wears off. That's how you know it's real. If you have to constantly convince yourself that something is red for, if you find yourself explaining away red flags or pushing down rest in your spirit, then what you're experiencing is pressure, not péase. Materially is also what allows you to walk away when submitting isn't aligned with God's will. It's not always easy. When your heart is anchored in God, you begin to understand that péase is more valuable than the tree of temporary companionship. You start to prioritize long-term spiritual alignment over term emotional satisfaction. You stop chasing what looked waiting for and started waiting right in your spirit. And that kind of discernment only comes from intimacy with God. There is a reason Jesus is called the Prince of Peace. Materialismo dos de juzgue. He is peones at the center of your life. He becomes the filter through which you evaluate y every decision, every connected relationship. And when something is from Him, how can you to compromise your convictions or abandon? Not your boundaries. It will draw you closer to Him, not distract Him. That's the péase He gives. Not as the world gives, but a péase that guards your heart and your mind. The world tells you, love is supposed dramatic, unpredictable, even chaotic. But God's version of love is routine, order, and purpose. It brings comfort without complacency, passion without pressure, growth without fear. It challenges you, it does not confuse you. It may stretch your faith, but what le have you feeling spiritually drained. The presence of péase is a signpost on the road toward God's best for you. There are moments when you feel tempted to settle because the pressure feels so real. There are pressure from family, from culture, from your own expectations. In those moments, ask yourself, do I feel péase or do I just feel pushed? Péase doesn't beg for attention. It doesn't need to shout. It clearly settles over your decisions. It confirms what God is doing. And it keeps you grounded even when not to question your choices. Péase is so God tells you. This is the way. Walking is right. It won't just look from the outside. It will feel holy and steady deep within your soul.